Housing disputes often have unbalanced power on the landlord's side, but tenants do have rights. From living conditions, evictions, and discrimination, there are local organizations to support tenants.
News 8's Amanda Porter spoke with the Legal Aid Center of West Michigan and the Fair Housing Center of West Michigan, and she has more information about tenants' rights.
If you're dealing with a housing issue, whether it be inhumane living conditions or discrimination, local groups say you have rights and to build a case. Housing complaints in West Michigan are growing in number. Complaints are about pest, mold, inhumane living conditions, and discrimination. The Fair Housing Center of West Michigan is seeing a steady stream of discrimination complaints.
Hundreds of people have been experiencing discrimination in West Michigan, which is something we don't want to see. But it's important for us to know about it in order to address it.
The private nonprofit investigates and accepts allegations of discrimination based on different protected classes under law.
Right now we're seeing a lot of allegations of discrimination in housing, whether you're looking to rent or buy or get a loan, based on disability first, physical or mental disability, your race or your skin color, followed by families with children. We're also seeing gender discrimination and some issues related to national origin and some sexual harassment issues as well.
Tackling housing discrimination starts with speaking up and knowing your rights.
So we can investigate, we can walk with them to inform them of what their options are, if they would like to work with an attorney, if they want to file a complaint administratively with HUD or the Michigan Department of Civil Rights, we assist with that. We can also just do basic advocacy if they give us permission.
The Legal Aid Center of West Michigan is a nonprofit that can provide free legal services that are tied to your basic needs.
I focus on the housing aspect of that, and a lot of what we do is work with tenants in disputes against their landlords and try to make sure that tenants have rights.
The field of landlord-tenant law is not always balanced, but tenants aren't alone. There are two main rights tenants have.
And one of those rights is the right to have a habitable unit, to have the unit in good repair from the landlord. The second right that I'd like to talk about is that a tenant has rights to due process. And a landlord can't just up and force them out on no notice. They're entitled to notice and court procedures before they can just be evicted.
Legal Aid recommends
that the tenant, like you said, build their case and notify the landlord about these problems. If the landlord doesn't fix the problems, then they should go to the city, and that would be either the local code compliance office or maybe the health and safety department. And by contacting the city, that allows the city to put some external pressure on the landlord.
it's important you know how to protect your rights. For more information on tenant rights, click on this story on woodtv.com. In Grand Rapids, Amanda Porter, News 8.